So here's my thing about review videos, right? There's so many review videos out there on YouTube already that there's really no point on me rehashing the same specs, showcasing the same B-roll of the board, and giving you a same opinion on everything, right? So this video is going to be a little different. We're going to be doing a review while riding it and talking about why I think this BackFire board's Nalu electric skateboard that doesn't even look like an electric skateboard is maybe the one for you. So with that being said, let's get right into the video. Alright, first of all, let's get this boy turned on. So we got the remote right here. And we're going to switch it to turbo mode because you know we like to go fast. So let's get this on the road. So this is the BackFire board's Nalu electric skateboard, kind of cruiser board, kind of surf skate. It's a really awesome board and I really like it for a lot of reasons. Now, I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. When I first got this board, I was not having high hopes of it. You know, I've been sent lots of boards in the past and I've reviewed lots of electric boards, and a lot of them have honestly let me down because they're just pretty gimmicky and they're not super solid, and you know, the purposes that they really market for aren't really like worth the price in my opinion. So for example, the last electric longboard that I reviewed was the Zenit board Pixel Rider. That one had the pixel screen, and I definitely think it was a really cool board, and there's definitely a market for that out there. But for me, it just wasn't worth the price for the kind of riding that I like to do, right? Now, I think that there's really two types of electric longboards out there for most people, and those two boards are going to be the ones that are stable, go fast, and go far, and the other type is going to be the ones that don't go as fast and far, but they're the best for city riding and they're the best for maneuverability. And this is where I think this particular board seriously outshines all the competition. So first of all, I just want to quick talk about the unboxing experience, because I had a super solid unboxing experience with this board. Most of the time it's just a typical box that you're getting in the mail, you open it up, there's your board and there's your stuff. But this one, honestly, like, I'm not a huge person on the whole unboxing thing, but this one actually kind of got me, because not only was everything super premium, like all the packaging materials, but everything was presented in a really high quality premium way. There were little boxes within it with all the accessories. Everything was really clear on what it did, what it was, and how to use it all together. So I give them huge props for standing out of the crowd and really making a solid, top-notch unboxing experience. Oh, perfect. Picnic table right up here. Okay, so before we hop back on the trail, which we are going to do in just a sec, I just want to talk about one of the most obvious things about this board, and that being, where the heck's the battery? Because you look at this, and at first glance, it just looks like a typical small cruiser board skateboard. Well, it's really cool actually, and I don't know how many boards are really doing this out there besides BackFire boards and Nalu, but the entire battery is in the deck. That's right, it's that thin. And it's in the deck. I don't know how well it picks it up on camera, but this is a surprisingly thin electric skateboard. They've designed it beautifully, and honestly, I've ridden electric skateboards before that don't have batteries inside them that are the same thickness, so that's a loud car. So the fact that they managed to get batteries in this and be the same thickness as most other boards is mind-blowing to me. But you can tell it is electric, especially if you look over here, you can see some of the wires and stuff, and obviously the hub motor wheels. But at first glance, it just looks like a regular cruiser board. The second thing that's really cool about this board is it has not typical trucks. These are actually surf skate trucks, so I'll put some B-roll here, but these surf skate trucks allow the board to be extremely turny and super carvy. So that's one of the reasons why, although I've ridden boards that have a faster top speed, I really don't care, because this board is so turny, and that's what the whole board's built around, that you don't need to be going 20, 30 miles an hour in order to get the full experience of this board. And mind you, the top speed at turbo mode is about 16 miles an hour, which I think is honestly plenty for this board. When you ride a board that's smaller and as turny as this, it feels just as fast as some of those other bigger boards. So I'm not complaining at all, to be honest. I would personally much rather take the turniness over a little more speed. Now, you can go watch the other countless reviews out there if you want a review on all the technicalities and the little specs that this board has. But honestly, I think what really matters, and what most of you will probably agree with, is that the ride quality and how it feels and the experience matters way more than numbers on the paper, right? So how does this thing perform in the real world? Well, I'm gonna tell you right off the bat, I am pleasantly surprised. This thing absolutely kills with its maneuverability. Not only that, but watch this. I'm gonna put the whole thing on brake, right? We're not even moving. It's pretty easy to just push it like a normal board, and because it's a surf skate, you can generate momentum just by pumping. Like, no remote is being used right now, and we're going pretty good. So honestly, I really like that, because one of the things that kind of sucks about electric longboards is that they're really limited by the range of the board. And that segments us right into the next thing, the range. This is gonna be the single most upsetting maybe, or disappointing aspect, but also not really surprising part of the board. The range is only about 12 miles. At least that's what they advertise. I have never fully drained the battery yet, and when I do, I will update it in a pinned comment on this video. But a lot of people like their range, right? You don't want to feel limited when you're going out and having fun and spend money on something that you want to take you far. So that is definitely the biggest downfall that I see. But again, not surprising, because they fit the entire battery inside this board. There's no battery bump on the bottom. You could pass this thing as just a regular board, and nobody would bat an eye at you when you say that, unless they really inspected it closely. Is that a fair trade-off for what you're getting? I don't know. That's really up for you to decide. But for me personally, I'm taking it, and here's why. They are not turny enough. The turning radius on a lot of these boards is so wide that it makes absolutely no sense to be riding these in a city when you can't even turn a 90-degree angle on a sidewalk, right? So going off that, let me talk a little bit about my personal experience riding this board in those kind of situations. So I recently moved to Colorado Springs, Colorado, and I live in an apartment that's about a 5 to 10 minute walk away from Target. And there's a lot of the times where I don't want to waste my car's gas money to go 5 minutes over to Target. And this board right here has saved me so many times. This is the board that I grab every time when I'm going to Target, and all I have to do is pick it up, turn the remote on, zoom over to Target. It takes like 1 minute, and pick it up, and it's so lightweight and easy to carry and unnoticeable that it's no problem taking it into any kind of store, carrying it around, or putting it under a cart or anything like that. And I keep finding myself from time and time again, even though I have boards that are faster, bigger, go farther, I keep reaching for this one instead. By the way, let me make sure not to forget that this board also comes with built-in LED lights. That's right. So every single board comes in a different color, so there's 4 different colors to choose from. My particular board that I was sent, not sponsored, this is all my own opinion, but I was sent this board and it came with the green color. How sick is that? It's as easy as clicking the button twice on the remote. Click it again, we're back on. One thing I do want to mention about the light is that it definitely alerts people that you're here, but it's not the best at being able to see far in front of you. So for that, you'd probably want to wear some sort of headlamp. Just throwing that out there in case you were wondering. Here's another really fun use case that I love using the Nalu for that has just been so fun. Taking it to skate parks and going in the skate bowls with it. You can just cruise around the bowls, and if you lose momentum, just give it a little boost and you're good to go. Not only am I going to tell you about this, I'm going to show you. Welcome to Goose Gossage Skate Park, Colorado Springs. Of course I'm going to give you a demo, but this thing is so fun to whip around the skate park because it's so turny and you never have to worry about losing your momentum at all. As soon as you lose a little momentum, just give that remote a little boost and you're good to go. It also has a nice little kicktail on it. Not the best kicktail, could be a little longer, but helps you move it around a little. If you want to do a little bit of movement like that, no problem at all. And again, I'm just saying, if you want to skate bowls and just have a blast and not worry too much, this thing is so fun. And again, you don't have to worry about the battery hitting anything in the bowl. You just gotta cruise and have fun. So I absolutely highly recommend this if that's what you want to do with it. So yeah, man, that's what I gotta say about the BackFire Boards Nalu electric cruiser skateboard. I really love this thing. It absolutely surprised me. I was not expecting to like it so much, but I genuinely go for this board and grab this over most of my other boards almost every time, with little exceptions. So if you're somebody that lives in a city and you want to cruise around and slash around, get this board. If you're someone that wants to take little trips to stores nearby or whatever, perfect board for that. If you live anywhere where you need to do a lot of sharp turns, small commutes, this is the board for you, man. $600, I know it's a little pricier than some of the other ones, but honestly, I'm really liking it. It's got the LED bar built in for lights, no shred lights needed, the super turny trucks. It's just, in my opinion, the perfect electric cruiser board. The only thing it's really missing is that range. But again, not a huge deal for me, probably not a huge deal for a lot of you guys, and it charges really quick. I'm pretty sure the fast charging for this is under an hour, slow charging 2 hours. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. But if you like this review, give me a thumbs up. I know it's not your typical YouTube review, but we're different. I don't like to be like everybody else, and if you guys wanted to watch everyone else, you can go watch everyone else. Have a good day. Hit the subscribe button if you want to see more. Catch y'all in the next one. Peace.